Greetings and welcome to the Southside Health Center Show. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, please give us a call here at the station. This is a live call-in show. Our number here, 312-738-1060. It is a live call-in show, so please give us a call if you have any questions about anything that we're going to talk about today. Hope everyone is keeping warm. Last week we missed you. Of course, everyone know that we had the blizzard of 2011. We was trying to get here too, but they had to shut the station down, so we were unable to make it. But we are back again this week, and we are bringing you some phenomenal information. Today, we're not going to even recap. We're going to just go forward with what we have today because this is very important information. I want to make sure that we have enough time to get as much of it out as possible. And this fits right in with what's going on, trying to stay warm. I have Miss Erin Fletcher here with me today. Erin Fletcher actually is head of our CEDA program. We also provide CEDA. At Southside Health Center, we provide a variety of different services. If you do not know who we are, we've been in the neighborhood since 1987. We were founded by Miss Betty Smith, and we've been doing HIV prevention and education. But we also offer a holistic approach to community services. So we have a variety of different services outside of HIV prevention. We do after-school programs for youth. We do substance abuse programs such as safety counts, where we provide information and also bridges to care. We also provide housing for HIV-positive clients. We provide case management for HIV-positive clients. We have a bank project. Our bank project deals with support services for other agencies who's providing this type of work. We have programs who deal with MSMs. So we have a variety of different programs. But not only do we have that, we have the CEDA program, and that's why we have Miss Erin Fletcher here today. And she's going to talk about how you can qualify for that program. And CEDA, give me the acronym, Erin. This is the first thing, because I got her last time on this, but she said I ain't going to get her this time. So we're going to get her. What is the acronym for, Erin?
For CEDA? Community and Economic Development Association of Cook County.
That's what's up. Community Economic Development Association of Cook County, which is what CEDA is. And CEDA provides assistance in a number of different ways. Erin, talk about the ways in which CEDA provides assistance.
Well, the services that we provide through the CEDA program are, first of all, the weatherization program. Secondly, the LIHEAP program, which is the energy assistance program, and also the furnace program, which helps replace those furnaces in those low-income houses that are not working or are not working up to par.
Right. But this is a perfect opportunity for people because this weather has really been rough on us the last couple of weeks, and we're looking at a lot of cold weather. So it's important that people make sure that they get their house weatherized, and we're going to talk about how you can qualify for that particular program or what you need to qualify for that program. The first thing we want to talk about, we'll talk about the weatherization program, and then we'll move into the LIHEAP as well as to the furnace program, the furnace replacement program. So the first thing we want to do, Erin, is talk a little bit about the weatherization program. One, how do you qualify for that? Who is that program for? What actually happens?
Okay, for weatherization, in order to qualify for that program, you do not have to be a homeowner. You can be a renter and still qualify for that program. For weatherization, you need to first be eligible under the income guidelines. For example, if you have two people in your household, for an annual gross income, you cannot make more than $29,140. So that's for everybody in your household. You cannot make over that amount.
Okay.
Now, weatherization, you would also be able to have to provide us with other documentation as well.
Okay.
You would need to provide identification for the head of household, along with Social Security cards for everyone in the household, including the head of household.
Okay.
Proof of income for the last 90 days, which would be multiplied for a total of an annual salary or gross payment. And you would also need to either bring in some type of proof that you are either the homeowner or proof from your landlord stating that he is the actual homeowner, and there would also be other documentation to follow that as well.
Okay. So the one thing you got to remember is not that you have to be a homeowner, but if you're on the lease or if you have a landlord, then you still can qualify for this particular program if you're actually living in that residence. So it's important that people know what those guidelines are. If you have any questions for Erin, give us a call here at the station. Live call in. 312-738-1060. We're talking about weatherization, LIHEAP, as well as furnace replacement. And Erin's now talking about what the requirements are for you to qualify for the weatherization program. You do not have to be the owner, but you have to be on the lease. You cannot make more than $29,000.
And that's only for just if you have 2 people in the household. So if
With
you
two-
and your spouse are in the household, your total gross income cannot be more than $29,140 per year.
Okay, so we got that part down. Also, you need to make sure that you have the proper documentation, meaning identification, state IDs, whatever, social security cards. You need to have that proof of the individuals who are actually living in the house in order to qualify for that program. Go ahead, Erin. Continue.
Now, also with that program, you would also need to provide your most recent light and gas bill. Reason for that, they want to see, once the weatherization has been done, they're going to monitor prior the weatherization and after, and they want to see how much this weatherization has decreased your actual bills. How much is it helping you save with this weatherization done? So they also want that.
So they're going to do some quality assurance there.
Oh, yes, they are.
Okay, great.
So what they actually do when they do the weatherization, the first thing that they will provide is most likely insulation, because they found that is most effective in keeping your resources in. So they'll start at the roof and they'll blow the insulation down to the sides of the walls to make sure that it's properly insulated if there's no insulation. They then move on to air sealing and windows and things of that nature. So they'll go and make sure that everything is sealed correctly around your window, around your doors, and they'll make sure that there's no air coming in.
And if I promise you, if you have not sealed your windows with the plastic, if you do not have installation, I promise you, if you allow this to happen, you will see such a great difference. And one of the things that I noticed through this time of year, because so often we don't seal our windows or we don't have a proper installation, a lot of our kids, the little kids, noses be running all winter long, and it's very difficult to get rid of those colds. So we have to, again, and this program goes on or starts early in the year, so right now is always a good time to get started and make sure that you have it, so it'll be for the next year. If you didn't get it started this year, go ahead, Erin.
Well, weatherization, which is the good thing about it, it never ends.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking
stops one day in June, and then the next day it picks right back up. It never ends. It runs continuously year-round.
See, and that's a beautiful thing. So take advantage of this program, because just like this winter may have snuck up on you and it was extremely cold, take advantage of the program so that the next time you'll already be prepared, because right now it's very difficult, especially with our seniors. As we know, the blood get a little thin, so we get a little colder. One of the things that I find that we do is we have those heaters running, we have those electric heaters running, we turn those ovens on, and of course all of those are dangerous. I mean, there's an extra level of danger that we've just added when we try to sleep with the oven on those heaters and those electric heaters. So get the house weatherized. This is an opportunity. If you qualify, call and let us come out, or let the CEDA program come out and winterize those homes. And again, this program runs continuously. So just because you may have missed it, or you cannot miss it, just call, see if you qualify, and get plugged in. Okay, let's move on, Erin.
Okay, the next program that we also offer via CEDA is LIHEAP, which is a low-income home energy assistance program.
Okay, that's right. She on her stuff today, ladies and gentlemen. She is not playing.
No, not at all. And with this program, we help with supplements towards your gas and your electricity. When we offer that supplement towards your gas, it has to be a heating account. If it's not a heating account, they do not make a payment.
Gotcha.
Meaning, if you only pay for cooking gas, we do not help with that. ComEd is also, they help you with that, because of course, to run your furnace, you not only need the gas, but you also need the power to run it.
Gotcha.
So majority of furnaces are run via electricity, so therefore there comes into play with ComEd.
Okay.
So they do make a significant amount towards both of those accounts. And that's pretty much what they do with the LIHEAP.
Okay. Let me ask you, how do you qualify the same way with the LIHEAP as the weatherization program?
The income guidelines are different.
Okay.
Weatherization is at a 200% poverty level, whereas LIHEAP is at a 150. So if you may be able to qualify for weatherization, and you may not be able to qualify for LIHEAP.
Gotcha. So there's difference. So
there is a difference in the income guidelines. Just for example, for one person is $1,354 gross income. So
that's monthly?
That's on a 30-day basis.
Okay.
So if you get paid bi-weekly, we would take your 2 check stubs and take your gross income. So we're counting what they're taking from you in taxes.
Gotcha. And remember, because with LIHEAP, You just have to meet the requirements, and that may be, you may be making a certain amount of money or below a particular amount of money. So again, they take those check stubs, put them together, and if you're below $1,300, that's for one person.
That's for one person.
That's for one person. So let's say there's more than one person, 2, 3 persons. Each one of those,
it goes up
increases
once there's more people in the household.
Got you. So the guidelines are slightly different from one to the other. So
Right.
okay, got you. So again, all you got to do is call Erin. Erin, if you cannot reach us here today, the number here, this is a live call-in show, and if you do have any questions, call us here, 312-738-1060. If you fail to reach us today here, you can always reach us at the Southside Help Center. That number is 773-445-5445. Write it down, 773-445-5445. You can reach us. That's our general number. Erin's extension is
4221.
4221. If you have any questions, if you need to know if I meet those requirements, call Erin. She'll talk to you. I've seen her. She's very, very, very good. She's extremely nice, and her patients are unbelievable. Call Erin if you would like to know if you qualify for LIHEAP, if you need the weatherization, if you need the furnace replacement. Just call her and see if you qualify. You may not know, or you may think that you don't when you actually do. So make sure that you do. Again, this is the Southside Help Center Show. We are providing quality of services on the south side of Chicago. We have been doing it for nearly 25 years. And now we have a LIHEAP program, or a CEDA program, where we're able to actually help people keep their light and gas on. And when this is actually a trying time for us, this is a service that is desperately needed within our community. So again, give us a call if you have any questions concerning any of these things, and we'll see what we can do to get those questions answered. Erin, let's go. Let's keep moving.
Okay. For weatherization, besides the income guide.
Hold on
I'm sorry.
there. No, you ain't doing nothing wrong. We're going to take this caller because we don't want, then we'll move forward next. Let's see if we can get this call out the way, and then we'll continue. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, you're on the air.
Yeah, I was just calling to find out about the weather.
The weatherization part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, what we'll do, we'll go over it, because what we're doing is we covered it, but we'll cover it again just for you. So, real briefly, Erin, talk about the weatherization program and how you qualify for it and who qualifies.
Weatherization is, once again, it's based on the annual income of each household. They take the 90-day gross income and they multiply it by 4, because there's 90 days is approximately 3 months.
Right, 3 months.
So they'll take the 3 months and they'll multiply it by 4, giving it a 12-month period. So you would have to be able to qualify for the incomes, first of all. And then after that, you would have to supply the other documentation in order to qualify as well.
Well, let's break it down just so you know that 2 people cannot make more than $29,000 annually, which is yearly.
Right.
So if your annual income is more than $29,000, you and your spouse, then you wouldn't qualify for this program. But if it's beneath that, then you qualify for weatherization.
Okay, also, weatherization provides insulation to the household, as well as air sealing. And if there's problems with the furnace, they also will try to fix their furnace to the best of their ability. Or if your specific grant holds enough money to completely revamp that furnace or to replace that furnace itself.
Gotcha. Okay, so again, if you have any additional questions about the weatherization piece, you can always call us back at the agency or come in. 773-445-5445. Erin's at extension 4221. Or you can come into the office. That address is 10420 South Halstead. We're located on 104th and Halstead. It's the Southside Help Center. So if you would like to get any more information about that you don't get today, come into the office and Erin will actually help you to figure this stuff out. Continue on, Erin.
Okay, we were on LIHEAP, and we were actually I was going to start on the documentation needed for that program, because we've gone over the guidelines for the income.
Okay.
Now, it's a little bit different than weatherization, is they don't need more than one, they just don't need one more thing. Meaning is they need one more thing in weatherization that they don't need in LIHEAP. You still need Social Security cards for everyone in the household.
Social Security card.
Identification for head of household. Proof of income for the last 30 days, whereas the weatherization asks for 90, LIHEAP only asks for 30.
Okay.
And also your most recent light and gas bill.
Right.
And they would prefer a most recent, or the most recent one that you have is okay as well.
Right, because LIHEAP deals with light and gas, and when you need assistance with it, so that's why they want to see those latest bills,
Right.
to see where you stand with it. They don't want to have to pay your bill if your bill ain't but $50, $60, $100. You can pay that yourself. But sometimes we run into issues where those bills get to be a little bit much, and this is the time of year where those bills really go up. So that's why this program is put into place. So again, if you got a light bill or gas bill, you meet those requirements, come in and see Erin. She will help you to figure it out and get those bills under control. Next thing is the furnace program. Let's talk about it.
All right, with furnace. Furnace is a program under LIHEAP. They provide furnaces both under weatherization and LIHEAP.
Okay.
My referral to any person that would like to try to apply for the furnace program or the weatherization program, I would first tell you to apply for furnace, because if you get a furnace under LIHEAP, that leaves more money under weatherization for other things to get done, because a furnace is going to take up close to about $3,000.
Gotcha.
So it's better to go ahead and apply for furnace. Now with furnace, it's the same thing that you would need for LIHEAP, only they ask for a property tax bill,
Gotcha.
or they ask for some type of paperwork from the landlord stating that this is his home and that he's giving permission for the work to be done on the home.
Gotcha.
And they come in, they check the furnace, make sure it's working correctly. If it's not, they fix whatever they can on it, and if they have to replace the whole thing, they will.
They will. So again, if you're having issues with your furnace, and this is very important because sometimes we endure, and that means that sometimes we'll have a furnace in our home, and if it works 50% of the time, we are okay with that. We'll let it work for a little while, it'll go out, we'll restart it, and as long as it's getting some work out of it, we'll just let that happen. When actually, in this type of the weather, you need all of your heat. You need it to work 100% of the time. So if you're having any type of issues with those furnaces, and furnaces provide heat, please call us and see if you qualify for the furnace program and get those furnaces replaced. We don't want to wait until there's an issue before we get things done. We don't want to wait until the winter comes before we get it done. If you can qualify for these programs, get them done now. And just because we're moving in the lighter part of winter does not mean that you cannot get these things taken care of, and then the next time this time roll around, you'll be ready. So give us a call if you have any questions about LIHEAP, weatherization, or the furnace replacement. This is the live call-in show. This is the Southside Health Center. One, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. Two, we hope that we've been able to provide you with some type of help and services. So please give us a call if you have any questions about our LIHEAP or our CEDA programs. Again, Southside Health Center has been providing the quality of service for a lot of years, and we're going to continue to do that. And the only way we can do it is with your help and your support. So we thank you. Take advantage of the programs. If you qualify, get those homes insulated. Get those windows sealed. It will blow your mind how much air you can keep out of your house by just simply sealing the windows. The other thing is getting those things up under the door. Man, it'll blow your mind how much air and how much you lose just with the seals that we don't have up under the door. So get that stuff covered, man, because it's very difficult to get rid of colds, especially when our little babies and grandbabies get those colds. It becomes extremely difficult. And a lot of times we put ourselves in dangerous situations when we start to provide additional heat, like with the electrical heaters, like with sleeping with the ovens on and that kind of stuff. My grandfather was a king of that. He would, as soon as it got cold, he'd say, turn on that oven. And
Father, too.
Yeah, he could crank that oven up. And it should not be necessary that we have to have those ovens on. We should just be able to use that for cooking gas and not for heating gas, and that's the difference. So if you got your oven on at night, trying to stay warm, you probably want to get Erin a call so that she can assist you with the weatherization program, either LIHEAP, furnace replacement, or either getting the weatherization where your house gets insulated and so forth and so on. So it's very important that you take advantage of these services. I think we got a caller. Caller, you on the air?
Yes.
Yes, you're on the air, caller.
I'm calling because I wanted to know if the weatherization is the same thing as the CEDA.
Erin?
It is a program run by CEDA, yes.
So it is CEDA. Now, CEDA, does it cover all of the programs?
CEDA is, okay, say we're doing a tree.
Okay.
CEDA's up at the top. This is the corporation.
Mm-hmm.
They have program weatherization and they have program LIHEAP.
Okay.
Under LIHEAP is furnace. There's nothing under weatherization, but CEDA is a coordinator for both of those programs.
Gotcha. And CEDA is?
Community and Economic Development Association of Chicago, or Cook County.
Cook County. It's the Community Economic Development Association of Cook County, and CEDA is the parent program. And the other programs fall up under CEDA, like LIHEAP, and up under LIHEAP the furnace replacement, and then up under CEDA also we have the weatherization program. So CEDA is the parent company, and the rest of those are just subsidiaries of CEDA. So if you have any problems with any of those things, please give us a call. We got Erin here. She is a professional, and if you have any questions, She will be able to answer them. I promise you, if she cannot, she will get those answers for you. If you miss her today, you can always reach her back at the Southside Help Center. Our number there is 773-445-5445. She's at extension 4221. Our address there is 10420 South Halsted. You can come into the office, sit down with Erin, and she will do everything she can to make sure that you get as much, the best service that you possibly can get. So again, Southside Help Center is providing a variety of different services. I got Erin here. We're talking about our CEDA program, which is one of many programs we try to provide on the south side of Chicago. And we don't just we're not just restricted to the south side of Chicago. We go all over. This Saturday we got a couple of things going on. We got testing programs. We want to make sure that we talk about our HIV testing and counseling. We do that across the board. We'll be at Operation Push on Saturday from 10 to 12. We'll also be at King High School, which is on 42nd. I believe it's 42nd and King Drive, but we'll be there on Friday, not on Friday, on Saturday as well, and we'll be there from 10 to 2. So we'll be offering free testing at those two locations. We got a number of different things that we like to do. Let me get this call, and then we'll come back with some of the other programs and events that we got coming up. Caller, you're on there.
Yes. I'm calling because I had a friend who had her service disconnected, and she got her service restored on November or October. Now, does she qualify for the weatherization or no?
As long as her utilities are connected, yes, she does qualify for the weatherization as long as she meets the income guidelines.
When you say as long as her utilities are connected, so must you be connected for them to assist you, or disconnected?
You must be connected for weatherization.
Oh, okay, for weatherization.
Right.
Okay, but for LIHEAP.
For LIHEAP, you can be disconnected and they still will assist.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose. I mean,
no.
All right, so for weatherization, you must have services intact, and for LIHEAP, you do not.
Right.
You can be either or, and they will assist you as best they can.
Right.
So please give us a call if you have any questions. Live call-in show talking about weatherization and CEDA being the parent company and other things falling up under. We got a true professional, Miss Erin Fletcher, here answering those questions. So give her a call if you have any questions about weatherization. Upcoming events, we talked about the Teen Summit, which comes on March the 19th. Parents, this is going to be a phenomenal event. If you have young people in your home, we're going to be talking about HIV prevention and education. We're going to be talking about domestic violence among youth. We're also going to be talking about violence prevention. It's so important that the parents get these kids to these workshops because, again, the more they have to work with, the better they are. And we also have something for the parents. We're going to do signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms will simply talk about symptoms and signs of drug when your children are beginning that process, domestic violence, what that looks like, what do you need to look for when they start cutting their friends off, how it starts. It starts with the verbal abuse, and that starts early. And here's the thing that you have to ask. Ask yourself, think about or think back when you were young, things that may have occurred in terms of verbal abuse, and then it starts with a push, then it may start with a choke, then it may start with a punch, and then it can wind up killing them. It's so many different things that we need to look at when we start talking about domestic violence. That's going to be the Teen Summit, March the 19th. It'll be at Shelton Heights. If you have any questions about that, give us a call at the office. Our number is 773-445-5445. You can hit extension 17. We'll give you more information about that. We're going to have entertainment. We're going to have workshops. We're going to have food. We're going to be raffling off a PlayStation 3 in all of its glory and all of the extras. So please, stay tuned for more information about the Teen Summit coming March the 19th. We got a caller. Let's get that caller. Caller, you're on the air. You're on the air, caller.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Yes, I was calling to see if you guys offer housing.
We do offer housing, but the housing that we offer are for HIV positive clients. So the thing about our housing, if you know somebody to fit that criteria, you can give us a call back at the office and we'll plug you into the right people. We do offer some sort of housing assistance, but that particular program deal with HIV positive clients because, again, we offer a variety of different services, but for years HIV was our primary service, and we still offer a lot of services surrounding that, like our case management, our housing, and so forth. So again, if you have any more questions for Erin, you have to give her a call back at the agency, 773-445-5445. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Every time you tune in, you make Southside Help Center a better place, so we'd like to thank you. Until we see you again, we bid you peace.